explain a little bit about
Yeah, and we're not going to keep you locked in the room
No,
for 2
no,
hours
no.
either. It's basically where citizens can come in and sit through some informational sessions, questions and answers about the different city departments and how they work, what we do, so that people will know that we do actually work every day, and sort of what our different departments, what their abilities are and what we're supposed to be doing day to day.
So obviously, a lot of times we get a lot of questions about what certain departments do, what does the city do, what services do we provide. This is a good wealth of information to get more detailed information, I would imagine.
It is.
So,
whenever I was actually in the program a few years ago, I learned a lot that I did not even know, even though I've been with the city for many years. I never knew where the gas department places out on Highway 32. I didn't know that was even out there.
Wow.
And then, so everybody can learn something.
Oh yeah, and that's the whole value of this, is to give everybody that exposure to all the stuff, because sometimes at a commission meeting or a work session or whatever the case may be, where we try to inform people, or on the website, you just can't tell everybody everything in one blink of an eye. You have to give that wealth of experience and give people opportunity to ask questions, and this is a great way to do that. I think we've just had a police academy, and that's this finished up last quarter, I believe. Am I correct?
Right. The police academy, it was actually their first one, and they finished up in October. They had their graduation, and they had quite a few people to attend that.
Right. Well, definitely this is the same sense of that, but gives you a whole review of the whole city as a whole, and hope that you will engage. How many people do we have enrolled thus far?
Right now we have about 6 people enrolled, and we do, like I said, we need to have at least 12 so that we can be able to, have this program and ask the department heads and everyone to participate.
Right. So the date that we're tentatively looking to start is around what time? We're
looking at starting around February, and it'll probably run through May or June. We do ask each participant to be at least 18 years of age, and the classes will take place on Tuesdays. I believe the classes will begin at 6 p.m. and then they're over with normally by 8 p.m. and we do provide a really light refreshment in between all of that, and it's really hands-on also. So it's not just sitting in a meeting room listening to people with the PowerPoint. It's really hands-on. I know at one point in time, Public Works brought in some of their equipment, and we were able to look at that. And you go to actual on-site visits. There is one day, and there is one Saturday, as I'm talking about it, there is one Saturday that is called our field trip day, and that's when we actually go and visit each department that's off-site, away from City Hall.
Right, so a lot to be engaged in, a lot to participate in. Hope that you don't have to be a citizen of Douglas, you can be citizens of Coffee County.
Of Coffee County.
We want everybody to be exposed.
Hey, if somebody comes in from Bacon County, we'll even let them in.
Amen. And a lot of times people walk away with it, from what I can gather, a couple of comments I've heard from past graduates is, I didn't know y'all did that, or I really got a new perspective of what y'all do each and every day. We're not trying to boast or brag, we're just trying to help people get more educated. And one of the things, I will share this with you, the new mayor coming on board, I think he's going to talk about this at his session, but one of the things is help educate our citizens a little bit more. So this is a great way to you to be educated. One critical part of education is about the utilities, in regards to the utility billing and how does a bill get created and all that. A lot of people don't know how much tedious process it does take to get all that done. So,
and also that it's not only a electric bill, it's a utility bill.
It is a utility bill, that is correct. And that will hopefully help people to be agents of good information, to help us share the message that we're here to serve. We have to provide a service each and every day. We have to operate with funds. I mean, that's the nature of our beast. I'm gonna ask you this question: would you love to work for free, Mrs. Thomas?
No, not at all.
So we have to pay our people. We have to, do those types of things to afford a high level of service in regards to them doing their job day in, day out. And that's just, you would ask that of anybody, to do their level best, and hopefully they would ask us to pay them what type of benefits and salary they deserve. So we want to do the best for them in that regard.
Yeah, I think one really good segment that we have too is also with the finance department, and I believe Mr. Davis goes through and he explains the actual budgeting process, and that that money's not just out there just for us to say, oh, I want this much or I want this much.
And I love the part of Charlie Davis, who we're talking about, our finance director and also assistant city manager. We set a budget each year, and that does not give you a green light or a blank check to just go spend that money, because obviously budgets are estimations or prediction of what we can anticipate, but that's on the expenditure side. But on the revenue side, we can't determine how much we're going to get.
That's right.
But most of the time, we can base it on past experience, but sometimes things happen. And so if the revenue's not coming in, you're going to have to do something with your expenditure.
You got to cut back.
You got to cut back. You do the same thing in your household, and that's the same principle we try to apply here at the City of Douglas. And, just learning that lesson, if you will, just that lesson to help people understand the same principle you hold true at your house, the same principle you apply here at the city.
Right.
So it's no different in regards to that. So we want to do, when people say, well, you just can't pave my road tomorrow. Well, because the money may not be there.
That's right. And sometimes people don't realize how much it actually costs to pave that road.
Exactly. As I used to fuss at my daughters all the time, if you only knew how much everything costs to do things, you wouldn't be asking for it all the time. But, that's the nature of how people are. So obviously, is there anything else you want to share about the Citizen Academy that we have not covered?
No, just that it is really any citizen that may have a question, or if you're interested in local government, it's a really good class to take. 2 hours on Tuesday nights is not a lot, and we do try to, sometimes it is a lot of information to try to give at one time, but what I found was in one of the classes, what people would do is they would leave from that session and then come back to the next session and have questions, and we would try to answer them then. Good. And it also leads to more citizen involvement, because I do believe that a few of our graduates have actually came back and participated on some boards. So,
and that's what we want. We want more people to serve, more people to commit to helping us, because this is not just about us, it's about all of us. So all ships rise together, all ships go down together, as they say. Any last comments that you want to give, the number or contact information before we close out?
Sure will. Anybody that is age 18 and older, please let us know if you would like to participate in the Citizen Academy program by calling 912-383-0277.
Okay. Thank you, Blondell Thomas, for being on the show. Do an awesome job here at Public Information. The four ladies over here are my four, I don't want to call it horsemen, but my four superstars. Yes, and they do a fabulous job. I appreciate everything they do. They just don't do events and other things, but they do a lot of things, such as the Citizens Academy. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back with more Douglas on My Mind.
WDTV 13. Programming is sponsored by
Harper & Company Builders, serving Douglas and Coffee County for 29 years. And a proud sponsor of community programming. Storage Solutions, etc., locally owned and operated and located at 1010 Bowens Mill Road, Southeast in Douglas. American Truck Parts Incorporated, a proud sponsor of WDTV 13 programming. Vickers Audio and Glass Tinting, supporting our local programming on WDTV 13.
Aiden's Minute Market. When you're out, we're in. McCrary Daniels Insurance Agency.
Fletcher Oil Company, since 1966, has been supporting local activities and a proud sponsor of community programming on WDTV 13. Fletcher Oil Company is a member of the Women's Business Enterprise National Council. Dewey Hayes Jr., attorney at law, selected to the top 100 trial lawyers in the state of Georgia.
Earn your degree for less at South Georgia State College. At SGSC, we offer associate degree programs as well as Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences and a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Both bachelor degrees are offered at the associate level tuition rate, and many financial aid options are available. Plus, classes are taught by credentialed professors who care about your success. Visit sgsc.edu to find out more and to set up your personal tour. South Georgia State College. You matter here.
You're not who you used to be. And neither are we. With a caring staff, experienced doctors, and the most advanced technology, Coffee Regional Medical Center in Douglas, Georgia is better than ever before.
Way back with Douglas on my mind, and as I stated, thank Mayor Paul for being on the show today, and also Blondell Thomas. Thank her as well, talk about the Citizen Academy. One topic I want to talk to you about for a few minutes is our sanitation. We are currently provided sanitation services, our garbage pickup by Trans Waste and Waste Industries, and they do a fabulous job. And I know sometimes citizens are challenged by how they services their account in regards to their pickup of garbage and recycle. So we wanted to kind of share some information with you to help you better understand and better you access those services so that you can get all the benefit of the services that you are paying for. When a citizen puts out their garbage, here's the thing we need them to do. They need to put their garbage in the right authorized container receptacle. And that's the 95-gallon one that the city or Trans Waste will give them. And, make sure that your garbage is in a plastic bag or garbage bag, tied up, tied off, so that once the garbage truck picks up the garbage, when it dumps it, it does not fly all around on the ground or on the highway or the street. So remember, put it in the garbage can, but also yet before you put it in the garbage can, put it in a garbage bag and tie it off. The container that you have is for garbage only, and so that means any household waste that you put in there, that's fine. Now, if you have a recycling cart, only recyclable items can be put in there, such as paper, such as plastic, aluminum cans, things of that nature, no glass. So one of the big concerns that we have is sometimes people put garbage, household waste, that contaminates the recyclable waste stream, and we can't actually get rid of that recyclable if we have contamination of the waste stream. But if you have a recycle cart and you have cardboard boxes, please try to crush them down and put those in the recycling cart. That helps them to make sure, once again, that we don't have paper flying all over the place, because we're having a problem here in Coffee County, not just with Standing Douglas, with litter flying all over the place, and we're having to have inmates and community service workers pick it up on weekdays and hopefully in during the week as well. One of the things they wanted me to share with you is that if you're having a lot of garbage, just to say if your garbage container is full and you're trying to stuff it all in there and you really might need another cart, you got two choices, you got two options. The first option is that you get another cart. Now that's going to cost you a little bit more money. But the second option really doesn't cost you anything. It takes your effort and your focus. The surveys say, or studies say, that 67% of your waste stream, which means your garbage from your household, is recyclable. So that means that other 33% is actually like food scraps, things of that nature, that actually you need to throw in the garbage can or put in a garbage can with the bag on it. So the second option, which is to get a recycle cart, which won't cost you anything. So technically you could have two carts, one for all your garbage, which is about 33% of your waste stream, and the other would be for your recyclable, which is about 67% of your waste stream. So If you do this, you can save money, keep our environment safe and without any harm, and also give you a great benefits of having 2 carts for the price of 1. So those are your options. Get another cart, which will cost you additional amount of money, or get a recycle cart, which would not cost you additional amount of money, but it will give you some effort as far as trying to separate your recyclable from your garbage.